How do we keep on trusting the universe when everything seems to be going in the opposite direction? The most significant thing that we want to say to you is that trust is an interesting thing, isn't it? Trust or faith means believing something or believing in something that I don't right now, with my physical senses, have proof for. I can't see it or hear it or smell it or taste it or touch it. And so it's asking a lot of yourself to believe in something for which you have no evidence. But we do not think that that is exactly the way it goes in relationship to this question, because we know for sure that there are so many things that are available for you to observe that can give you, when you focus upon them, a way to trust in the goodness of the universe. We know what you're getting at, though, here, when there are specific things that you want or have been wanting, and they don't seem to be coming about. And we also know that it's difficult when you are in the midst of observing the results of vibration, which are manifestations which really go in opposition to what you want. But we also want to remind you that words don't teach. So there really isn't anything that we could say to you right now that would convince you to feel other than you are feeling right now. Words are not the answer for a question like this. It is life experience that is. Let us go even further. Let us say that you can't trust necessarily what others are telling you about anything, because sometimes they are telling you what they believe, which is a departure from what you believe. Sometimes they are deliberately distorting things. Sometimes they believe what they are saying, and sometimes they don't. But the most important thing that we're wanting to relay to you here is that we want you to let your life experience show you. In other words, if words don't teach, then what is going to show you how this works? And the thing that confuses you is that if you have been vibrationally out of sync with your own desire, if you have been more aware of what you don't want than of what you do want, then you've been creating or attracting a scenario that you don't want with your vibration, while you've been using words more and more about what you do want, and that's causing the confusion within you, because you want to say, I've been saying what I want and I'm not getting it. And so this is really what we are saying to you. The way you trust the universe to give you what you want is by finding the feeling of trust first. And we also know that it takes a while, since we really mean it, that words don't teach, for you to find the feeling place of why you want something, and then to experience the feeling of the momentum getting stronger and stronger, and then you getting to witness the manifestation of it. That's how you come to trust. You said, how do we keep on trusting the universe when everything seems to be going in the opposite direction? You can't. When the evidence that you are seeing is going in the opposite direction of what you're asking for, you can't trust, because you can't create it under those conditions. But you have to get out ahead of it. You have to start with things that are easier. Start with things that are not so hard for you to trust. Ask the universe to show you something, and then notice that it will. Recently, we've been encouraging some of you to play a game with yourself and with the universe, where you identify a short list of things that you would like the universe to show you, to call your attention to, or to create in some unexpected way. Make a short list, something that you are not all blocked up about and worried about, not something that's been on your desire list for a long time that you're already feeling no trust about, but something that is fresh and not contradicted or not resisted in your vibration. Just make a short list, and then set out in your world, not necessarily specifically looking for those things, but just now that you've put them on a list, it is our knowing that you are very likely to see them. And as each thing that you've asked for with no resistance shows up, you'll feel a greater and greater sense of trust that the universe really is responding to you, that you really are in a worthy enough place that you can get what you're asking for. You have to ask, and the universe will deliver. But you have to let it in. And you can't let in what you do not trust. So over time, as you've shown yourself more and more that you can trust, then you can start thinking about some of these bigger things that haven't been coming for a while. But there's an even better way of putting yourself in a position of receiving more of the things that you really want, those things that feel big on your list. And that is, make a decision as soon as you can. Make it now. Make the decision that what you most want is to feel good. That what you most want is to feel trusting about your ability to create. Make a decision that you want to find the feeling place of ease and flow and trust. Because we want you to know it will be easier for you to find that feeling of feeling good, feeling easy, feeling happy, feeling joyful. Esther likes the words lighthearted. Decide that you're going to feel more lighthearted more of the time. And then you will begin to notice more avenues for these big things, the things that you think are big things. They are all the same, big or little, castle or button. You can create whatever you want, but not from a place of not trusting. So we know you want proof so you can trust, and we want you to trust so that proof can come. Wayne Dyer, Jerry and Esther's dear friend, some years ago, wrote a book with the best title. Esther never did read the book, but she really liked the title. You'll see it when you believe it. Where most people are saying, I'll believe that when I see it. Well, we get that you would, but you've got to believe it before you see it. You've got to trust before more evidence of trust can come to you.